Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're over here, Treasure Map has started, and we just did jump off stream, where we did test our teams that we did put together for Treasure Map PeroSpearo. Now, in today's video, I have included the teams that I built for without the new batch, so I'm not including the Treasure Map rare recruits, Wonder Carrot, as those are only used as a friend captain. I'm not including the Neko and Inu batch, as well as leaving Bond Clay out as well. So, I'm going in with the intention that you haven't summoned since the New Year's banner, and that's sort of what I've built these teams on. If you guys have Bond Clay, if you have Croc, if you have Koala, obviously you can slide them in. If you have Neko, if you have Inu, like I said, head over to the streams, leave a comment, let me know what you guys are rocking. And while you guys are down there, if you are enjoying the content, if you feel like it, if you're feeling a bit brazy, smash the like button for me. It does help me out a great deal. Lets me know that you guys like my stuff. I appreciate the hell out of all of you. If you are new as well, or if you haven't done so already, like I think like 60% of you guys aren't subscribed. So like, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. YouTube's he's ratting you out. He's ratting you out. But we do upload OPTC videos every single day. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, stream! It's Treasure Map time. The best time of the month. It's Treasure Map time. You know it. You love it. It's time to play some Treasure Map. So, if you guys haven't checked out my prep video, link will be in the description if you guys want to go check out that. Your boy's not a boomer anymore. We're moving up in the world. We're moving up. But, if you guys didn't check out that video, I did put together some, like, optimal teams that don't include the new batch or the, what's it called? The Treasure Map rare recruits, basically. So, no boosters that I include. The Treasure Map banner and the Cat Dog batch. Completely all from the news banners and obviously before that as well. Now, let's have a quick look at the map here. The map is exactly the same. This is an issue, Bandai. This map right here is an issue. It's gross. It's disgusting. No one likes it. The problem is, the bento box, look at it. It's right there. You see it right there next to Kato or near Kato. Means you have to go around. Like that is a huge issue. Huge issue. Now, I was finding that I was getting a lot of 1s and 2s in the middle as well. The idea, if you want to rank, is to just, like, blitz it straight through the middle. And for the sake of the video, I'm going to do that. But if you aren't ranking, like, just try and, like, maximize the opportunity of trying to get the bento no matter what. I always find I get bigger numbers around the outside. Whether that scales or whether that has any impact, I don't know. But as you can see, I just keep getting 2s. Why? Treasure Map's fun. Don't we just love Treasure Map? But in today's video, I will be utilizing the teams that don't... Well, I won't be using my teams. Like, I'll be utilizing the teams that we put together using the Treasure Map planner. So, just to sort of, like, help you guys out, sort of showcase what I was talking about, or what I thought I was talking about when I was putting together the team. So, the first fight we are going to take on is the Intrusion. It is against Perospero, and this particular Intrusion fight, it sucks, man. It actually sucks. It's so obnoxious that they did 5 turns of Threshold, and then didn't create anyone that could get around the Threshold. It's just, like, so obnoxious. But, look, it is what it is. We get a whole bunch of cooldowns there. I think it slashes fighters and someone... I can't remember. I can't remember, to be honest. But, on stage 2, you come up against Perospero, and he has 5 turns of Threshold and gives you 3 turns of attack down, as well as a bunch of paralysis as well. But, obviously, like, with sailor abilities and stuff, you can get around paralysis. But, the big thing here is we can remove the attack down thanks to... the special of Rayleigh and Gabon. Then we can actually utilize the special of Carrot Wanda. That's going to allow us to go through defensive effects for 3 turns. Then what we want to do here is we're going to use Shanks and Buggy. Shanks and Buggy are going to also give us an attack boost. They're going to make all these orbs matching as well, which is really, really nice. And from here... we can basically, like, it really doesn't matter too much, to be honest. Like, we can just, like, start popping specials. Because on the second turn, Perospero is actually going to revive. And with the revive mechanic that Perospero has, he actually gives you 3 turns of special rewinds. Which means, unless you're bringing your own Carrot Wanda, you're going to be stuck with that special rewind. Like, there's not a way to get around that. Like, it's going to go down to 2 turns with preemptives. But on stage 3, actually... Carrot Wanda give everyone cooldowns as well. I totally forgot about that. Ooh. I totally forgot about that. They give cooldowns there. That's interesting. We're also still... So he comes back 100%, but then he runs away. Okay, so that's really interesting. I thought he comes back and you had to kill him again. So unfortunately, that means we're going to be stuck in the carrot stage. And we are... Well, at least we got cooldowns now, right? The fact that we got cooldowns now is actually pretty cool. So we can actually switch with you, do this, do that. So this was like one that was going to be a little bit iffy for me. And then kind of like the whole point here is to just kind of go like this, right? Oh, damn. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work at all. Interesting. Alright, so we're back. That was a bit of a curveball for us there. That was super interesting. Now, I do have an idea of how we can actually get around this, though, right? We can actually utilize Hina on our Whitebeard and Roger here. And that way we can get around more turns of Threshold. Now, obviously, Hina is probably not the greatest support for most people. And I do understand a lot of people probably don't have her. But I feel like this is probably our only option. Unless there's another support to get around Threshold, or you bring another Threshold Reducer. I imagine you could probably find like a way to maybe get another Paralysis Remover, like support for Paralysis on this team. Maybe that's an option, but look, we are going to bring Hina. Because that is actually going to be a bit of an issue. The fact that there is no revive. Now, when I was putting together my teams, I was under the impression with the revive, the 100% revive, would actually be like you have to attack him again, so then you could actually switch and then remove the slot bind that way. But unfortunately, that's actually not the case. But it's pretty nice that we get the cooldowns though, so that is kind of nice. It is just a little bit janky though. So what we're going to do here is we cop the 3 turns of Paralysis, 3 turns of Attack down. He has 5 turns of Threshold, and what we want to actually do here is we are going to pop the Rayleigh special. To do that, we're going to use the Shank's Buggy special to get rid of that. We can use the Tashigi special to remove 4 turns of the Threshold. And then we don't have an attack booster though, which kind of sucks, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, that kind of sucks. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it still does kind of suck. Because once you move into the next stage, right, we do get Special Reverse by, what, for 3 turns. But then, moving into stage 3, everyone gets 3 turns of cooldown. Now, that's actually crazy that Carrot Wanda does that. I thought it was just for themselves that they do that. Like, that is actually nuts that they do that. Because then we can switch, right? I guess you could save the Shank's Buggy special, right? And switch with Carrot Wanda and just clear house with Carrot Wanda. But at the same time, like, they're going to give themselves an attack boost when you switch. They're going to give an orb boost on their special. And then with Jack, you're going to get a chain lock. So you could just do, like, these types of shenanigans, right? And you do about, what, 3 million? So once the boss sort of goes above 3 million, you may be a little bit stuck and you sort of, like, need to remove the barrier at that point. Unless you have Neko or Inu. Like, if you have Neko or Inu, you're going to be absolutely fine there. But, look, I die so you don't have to, right? So, shout out to stream if you guys were watching that, and you guys were worried about that team. There you guys go. Your boy, your Spoon Pirate Leader, does it for you. So, there you go. Interesting. Super interesting. I did not know Carrot Wanda actually... I've actually been using them quite a bit, and never noticed that 3-turn cooldown is actually for the entire squad. Absolutely bonkers. That's so good. So good. I like it. I like that a lot. That's so good. I mainly use them in Garb challenges and stuff like that, so we've actually got a 4 on the map. Let's go. Now, as I mentioned before the whole dying thing, we are basically just going to go through this, sort of take down all the bosses and utilize the team that I did put together in the treasure map prep video that doesn't involve my teams. Now, if you guys want to check out my teams, keep an eye on when we're streaming. I don't know how much we'll be streaming treasure map for. Like, treasure map's just been such a drag lately. It really needs, like the map needs a proper revamp. It needs a proper goddamn revamp. But we are over here on Jack. Now, if you guys saw my teams, did I end up leveling up Brook? I never leveled up Brook. You know what? I don't even care. Like, I actually don't even care. But if you guys saw my teams, you would have noticed that I was using the buggy delivery pirates. But the thing was, like, I just had them as a placeholder. You just really want to bring Buggy. The whole idea here is in the early stages, you use Buggy to sort of dupe your drops. Basically, what you want to do with these particular fights is you sort of just want to, like, wave clear, get your way through these fights, and then basically just utilize Buggy. So, oh, wait, I was meant to use that for that stage. You basically just want to use Buggy so you can actually dupe drops. The reason I brought Zoro on this particular team was purely so he could stage wipe stage 2, not stage 1. But I kind of got distracted with the whole doggo situation and just totally space cadet mode there. But it doesn't matter because it's just going to take us a little bit longer to get through. So not an issue, right? Not an issue. On Jack though, as long as you have Brook is basically just like MVP for this fight. You use his special. He not only removes the threshold, but he removes the resilience. And then you can just like pop the Big Mom special and you're absolutely hunky-dory. The Big Mom's actually boosted. Whenever Big Mom's boosted, I always take advantage of the buggy team. But big shout out to Sim. I know he loves running buggy teams. He actually puts 2 buggy teams together. So there's always that option for you guys too. For those later stages and those higher nav levels as well. Brook basically just takes care of that stage. Bring Brook and you will be hunky-dory, right? And you'll be absolutely fine. Alright, we got a lot of blue tickets there. That's fine. Blue tickets are good because they'll give us more limit break materials, right? I haven't touched that Brook. Like, I actually haven't touched that Brook. I have him at max special level. And I think I did that just to chop him at missions. I'm pretty sure I did that. That's the reason why I did that. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so let's go King. Okay, for the King team, this one's an interesting one, right? So something I changed with this particular team was I didn't have Whitebeard and Roger on the team. Now, I totally forgot that Whitebeard and Roger, because they were on the intrusion fight, means you can actually use them again. Now, they are a 1.35 times booster, but the thing with Odin is actually has barrier pen, which like makes him infinitely like more valuable. And that way you don't have to pop the Queen special and sit through that just sort of annoyance that is the Queen special. Once things start to get a little bit more tricky, and you probably don't need... Oh, right, with Roger don't get their specials cooldown here. Look, honestly, it doesn't even matter. Like, it actually won't even matter. But once things start to get a little bit trickier, and we are going to need sort of more barrier pen, then we will sort of be in good stead from there. But utilizing Whitebeard and Roger as a friend captain also gives you access to the fact that in-orbs are beneficial. So when you see the Akainu and Fuji special that you just saw there, there's a good chance you're pretty much going to get a full border matching orbs, like, which is very, very handy. Because we have Whitebeard and Roger on the team now, we actually have access to the super typing of Odin, which is very, very nice. We can then just literally pop the super typing of Odin. I also put Shanks and Buggy on this team as well. Shanks and Buggy was another unit that I didn't have on a team. They're an attack booster, which is really, really cool. So you can actually just go like this and just burst your way through the barrier. Absolutely fine. Just be mindful, you will take like a 30% HP cut by King when you do die. So just be mindful of that because... Here's a revive mechanic too. Just be mindful of that because you get burned, right? And the burn, if you get top to 30% and then the burn like hits you, like you may be in for a pretty bad time. So just be careful with your perfects. And if it starts to get a bit shaky, just pop the Arena Queen special. Arena Queen is just built for that stage. His special will like not only remove the burn, but it will also just sort of get rid of the barriers. So if you need another captain, just use Queen there. I just cannot be stuffed sitting through those friggin' animations, man. Like, I can't do it to myself. I can't do it. Alright, on to the next fight now. We are utilizing, against Queen, we're utilizing Blackbeard. Now, hopefully, we can find ourselves a Cat Viper friend captain. I've been struggling to find Cat Viper friend captains. It's not looking like we're going to, so we'll just use Dogstorm for now. The next two teams that you see here, these two teams here, like, you can utilize Dogstorm or Cat Viper, whichever one you guys find, provided you aren't using them on another team, right? So, Cat Viper and Dogstorm are great because they can get through defensive effects, which makes them very, very handy for these particular fights. Now, if you aren't using them, obviously, like, the whole point of this video, right, is to avoid using, like, the Neko Inno batch, as well as the Treasure Map batch. If you aren't using them, like you guys see here, then, like, you're gonna have, like, access to them if you can find them as friend captains. Now, what we want to do here is we actually want to pop the Koala special. Koala's gonna give us that carryover effect. If you are using Neko here, you want to pop the Neko special. That way you get the carryover effect. But either way, like, they both... I'm pretty sure they both give attack boosts. So, like, it's a little bit annoying in terms of that because, like, you get the attack boost, you get the carryover. But if you have Neko, you want to use the Neko on the next stage. So, utilizing Neko with this team is actually a lot better because Neko can be your orb booster. And then you can have, what's it called? You can have... the attack boost as well. So you get the attack boost, and then you get the orb boost here. Neko will also give you 2 turns of cooldowns, and then you can actually pop the super typing as well. I don't think that actually matters because you're not going to get Blackbeard special no matter what. But at the same time, it's nice because you're running a Dex friend captain and you get a full board of unfavorable slots. We are basically going to get the effect of Sengoku off, which means that we get that chain boundary effect, as well as the attack boost. We would have an orb boost as well. Blackbeard's just the MVP here, though. Like, he's the absolute GOAT. He will get around the special binds. He will set the defense to 0. Super nice unit there. Even on his stage 2, like, it's just absolutely hunky-dory. Like, it's just a shame you can't get that man's cooldowns, right? Like, you probably could if you were utilizing, that's another option as well. Like, if you were using the Mr. 3 support, you could probably use Blackbeard on the, invasion team. So, that way you get the full, Mr. 3 kicks on stage 3, though. Never mind. Never mind. If you can somehow get Blackbeard to work on that, invasion stage to remove 1 turn of the threshold, you'll be absolutely fine there. Alright, moving on to the next fight. Ideally here, you would want to bring... You'd want to bring Cat Viper, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to bring Bon Clay. Now, I haven't included Bon Clay in this because he was a treasure map legend that came after New Year's. But if you have Bon Clay, I would try and include him somewhere. Like, he's a 1.35 times booster. He's a rainbow captain, which is really, really nice. Like, really nice. And he will help you out quite a bit. He also starts with his special, which is great, and it's very, very nice. If you bring a friend Dogstorm for this fight, it's awesome because Dogstorm can actually just go through the threshold. We have Zoro and Sanji here. They can actually just stage wipe stage 2, which is awesome. If you get Otama as the interrupt as well, you can get like a bigger drop. Something to note too in the early stages as well. You actually have access to a whole bunch of dupe droppers. You can always use the regular Buggy on stage 1. You have access to Shanks and Buggy as a boosted unit. You have the Buggy delivery, and then you also have Buggy Pirates. So if you want to, you can always just run them as your captains in the early stages. That way you can actually just maximize all of your drops and sort of just like make the most out of it all. But with Law, we get the special cooldown, which is really, really nice. We can then use those supports that you guys saw there. That way we can get around the chain lock. We can use Enel here. Enel's going to give us color affinity, which is pretty cool. We've got a orb booster with Luffy, and then we can actually just pop Bon Clay to give us a base stat boost, as well as change himself into a Dex unit, just so he gets a little bit more color affinity. You can also change him into a Cerebral or a Striker unit, so that way he actually gets access to that color affinity as well. But as I mentioned, like, ideally here, you kind of want to be using a friend Dogstorm. That way you can just, like, save a special and just tear your way through that stage. Like, it's not an issue whatsoever. Or even Cat Viper. Cat Viper will work too. But as I said, like, Dogstorm works best for this team. Cat Viper works best for the other. If you find a Bon Clay is going to work really, like, hunky-dory there as well. So, pretty nice team. No issues whatsoever. We got a recovery bind tablet, so that's always nice too. Let's move on to the final fight now, which is going to be nice against Big Mom. And, yeah, so as I was saying, like, in the early stages, if you really want to, you can do, like, a whole bunch of shenanigans with, like, duping drops and stuff. Like, that will be absolutely fine. But the final fight is against Olin, and we are using the Mugiwara Straw Hats, which is kind of cool. So hopefully you guys managed to pick up the Mugiwara Straw Hats. If you don't have the Mugiwara Straw Hats, then, like, I don't really know who you could run here. Robin Jinbei might be an option if you have Robin Jinbei, because they're a Cerebral Fighter type booster. Other than that, like, yeah, just hopefully you guys pulled, like, the New Year's Legends. Like, they're super good legends, and even though they weren't sort of, like, the most overwhelming on release, like, they're going to age so damn well. So, hopefully you guys picked them up, and, hopefully they're helping you guys out. Hopefully. So, we are bringing a friend Carrot Wanda. Obviously, Carrot Wanda being a treasure map legend is just absolutely built for this, which is always great. We do get 3 turns of Despair and 5 turns of Paralysis on, stage 2 against page 1 ulti. But with the switch abilities of the Straw Hats as well as, the Carrot Wanda, we can actually just remove the paralysis, which is really, like, it's awesome. It works so damn well. We can then remove the resilience, and we remove the despair thanks to Moria, as well as the support of Kuma, which is great. And then we can actually just pop the special of Jack here. Jack's going to just give us 3 turns of chain lock. And because Moria actually gives an orb boost to Driven and Powerhouse units under the Straw Hats, it becomes Rainbow, which is just super, super nice. And all works out really hunky-dory. If you really want to there, you could also use the the Sandersonia special as well. Sorry, the Marigold special. The Marigold special works really, really well there as well, as you can get the conditional boost as well. But what we're going to do on this final stage, Olin has 5 turns of damage reduction as well as damage null. We're basically just going to pop our good old Straw Hat special here to get all of the buffs under the sun. From there, we are just absolutely hunky-dory, except I just realized now, this isn't going to work, right? Yeah, because of the Straw Hats. One sec. Alright, so we're back. So the thing is, right, we have to use Carrot Wanda first. If we don't use Carrot Wanda, we won't get the ability to go through and negate effects. So we actually have to use their special first. But because they give an orb boost as well, it means then we actually have to use the color affinity of Tashigi. And then you can use the Straw Hat special after that if you want to. But I guess you, like, don't really, like, need to at all. As you could just do something like that. I guess you could, like... do, like, carryover shenanigans or something like that. But unfortunately, you're just not going to be able to get the Straw Hat special off. As well as having the Carrot and Wanda abilities live as well. But nevertheless, most of the teams actually worked fairly well. Besides our sort of invasion team, which we sort of had to tweak from there. But there you guys go. There's the playthrough video with the teams that I did put together on the prep video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how your teams are going in the comment section below. Let me know how you are finding Treasure Map wherever you guys may be when you are watching this video. But most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. If you did enjoy the video, smash the like button for me if you are new to the channel. Hit the big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching. Big shout out to stream. And I will catch you all in the next one.